I was looking like a fool when I met ya, all covered up in the dirt from my past. So insecure about myself when I met ya. Won't you give me any warning? I've been thinking about you day and night and day and night. To be honest, I just don't know what to do next. Cause I'm the one with a broken heart, waiting for you to come out and save me. I'm a mess, need to untangle, and I'm a fool for you, baby, fool for you.
Hello guys, welcome back to being Mrs. Fraser, or welcome if you are new. We have some cleaning motivation. We're gonna get this all done today. There's been things that have been on my to-do list that I have not got done, and well, today's the day and we're gonna go ahead and tackle that together. So go ahead, grab your brooms, grab your dust sprays, and let's get to cleaning.
You made me fall without saying a sentence. Won't you give me any warning? I've been thinking about you day and night and day and night. To be honest, I just don't know.
Well, cleaning, I usually like to tackle the biggest piece first, I guess, if you will. So like in the living room here, I want to go ahead and tidy up the couch, get it picked up, fold the blankets, fluff and chop the pillows, and get the cushions all put back into place. I do like to swap my cushions around a little bit. That way they kind of wear more evenly. But anyway, so tackle the biggest piece in your room first. It's typically the easiest. So again, in the living room, tidying up the couch, folding the blankets, setting up the pillows. In the bedroom, it's making your bed, stuff like that. Maybe in the kitchen, it's cleaning off the counters. But it's always, I don't know, it just helps get you started and get you moving. So anyway, we're gonna move on to the windows. Now, yes, I should have probably gone outside and did the outside ones as well, but today we're not doing it. It didn't get done. We're doing the inside. So I went ahead and got the windows cleaned. For whatever reason, there's like little splatters and stuff on the windows. I assume it's little cat nose prints from them trying to get the lizards, because if you don't know, we live here in Florida and anoles are in abundance down here. And the cats like to try to get them from inside the window. So while I was cleaning that up though, I noticed there was some cat hair, and so I just wanted to go ahead and wipe all that up as well. So you'll probably notice the kids in the background of my videos for the next few weeks. They are home on summer break. And you guys, we have been spending so much time outside at the beach, at like the dunes parks and all that. It has been so much fun being here for the full summer, because if you don't know, it's been about a year since we moved here. So we actually have a full summer here in Florida. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get this cat hair. If you can't see it there, I mean, you can see it. It's plain as day. How I can see it in camera and not see it when I'm sitting on my couch, I don't even know. But it was really bad, and I didn't want to take the curtains down to wash them, because the curtain rod that we have is like one of those pipe ones. So it's like screws in. It's a whole ordeal, and quite honestly, because I put these up myself, if you were here for that, let me know down in the comments. But I didn't want to wait for my husband, so I put the curtains up myself, and maybe, I don't know, they might not be the best, like in correctly, so I don't want to keep messing with them if I don't have to. So we're just using like the little lint roller to get the hair off, but you know what? It worked. So I was pleasantly surprised at how well it worked. and I was able to get all the cat hair. Obviously, that is right where they jump on the back of the couch and rub on the curtains. So, but it worked out. Look at all this cat hair I got. I used quite a few sheets of these off this lint roller. Yeah, I was kind of like, whoa, Tammy, you need to do this more often. And of course, I had to share the culprits because they're just so cute not to share. So.
On the couch. No, I am not the same. Everything has changed every day.
As you all know, if you have been a part of my family for a while, you guys know that I like to keep it real over here. So these shelves, just wait till I get a little closer to the camera. You guys, oh my goodness, I have been neglecting these shelves. I don't know what it is. Sometimes I miss things while I'm cleaning, and for whatever reason, these shelves are it. Maybe it's on accident, or maybe, you know, like I do it on purpose on accident. Does that make sense? I don't know. I look at the shelf and I'm like, oh, I have to take all those pictures down, dust each and every one of them. And I don't know, maybe I accidentally, not so accidentally miss it. But anyway, you guys, these shelves were so bad. I actually picked these up at IKEA, and in our old house, they housed glitter. And then when we moved down here, I spray painted them black. And I probably should have sanded them before I did that, because you'll notice on one of the lower shelves that the paint is chipping a little bit, but I don't know, it's all good. So I love to repurpose things like that, things that no longer work for me in a space. You know, a can of spray paint goes a long way in changing how decor pieces look. So if you ever have something and you're like, oh, I just don't want this anymore, I don't know what to do with it, try spray painting it to fit your new decor. But anyway, there's the close-up, guys. Look at that. Like, look at the dust buildup. Oh my goodness, how embarrassing. I will say, I hardly ever walk over into this side of my house. This is the kids' side of the house, and they typically clean their own bathroom. I clean it about once a month. I'll go in there and do a mom clean on it, but otherwise they clean their bathroom once a week. And then, you know, they take care of their rooms and everything else like that. So, but look at the hair on there. Oh my gosh. I think it also gets a lot of buildup on there because it's set again at the same level as the cats. So their hair like flies everywhere.
You got me sleep deprived.
As I was cleaning the shelves, it dumped like a bunch of hair and dust just on the floor. So I just wanted to vacuum that up real quick before cleaning this cowhide. The easiest way of cleaning the cowhide is literally dust, you know, sweeping it off, which I was told is the best way to clean it anyway. Just sweeping it. You're not supposed to vacuum them, but typically I will take it outside and shake it all out and get all the little crumb buildup, because for whatever reason that cowhide attracts all the dirt, all the cat hair, all the things. And if there's one thing about living in Florida that I am not a huge fan of, it is all the sand that gets tracked inside. We do not wear shoes in our house. Like, it is a big no-no. You come in the back door, the shoes come off, and somehow, some way, sand still gets brought in, and it manages to find its way to the cowhide. So As much as I love that cowhide, it is crazy how quickly the dirt builds up. Like literally I'm cleaning this and by the end of the night it'll have dirt and stuff all over it all over again. It's just crazy. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get everything vacuumed up here, and that'll be it for the living room. And then we're gonna go ahead and move on to the kitchen because it is time. I set up a grocery pickup order and it's time to go pick that up so we can get it put away.
Fading, you know it's not about, yeah, you know it's not about our love ending. You know it's not about us. You know it's not about us. You know it's not about us. You know it's not about.
I actually had 2 grocery pickup orders this day. I did a BJ's wholesale pickup, which is what you're seeing here. This is more of like the bulk items that we use like a lot of: bread, cereal, cheese, stuff like that. And then I also had a Walmart pickup order. I like to pick up at Walmart like super early in the morning. I mean, I'm like their earliest, which is usually 7 o'clock, I think. I like to go super early before anybody is out and about, before the day gets too hot and carried away. So unfortunately though, BJ's doesn't usually pick up that early. I think their earliest starts at like 10 o'clock. So I had to wait until then to get my BJ's order. But anyway, that's what we're doing. We're just getting that put away. And then we will move on to a yummy, super easy sausage potato crockpot meal.
It's not about us. You know it's not about us. You know it's not about us. You know it's not my bad temper. What am I supposed to do when the flame's going high with my bad patience? I hate it always falls on you, but you know it's not about our love fading. You know it's not about, yeah, you know it's not about our love ending. You know it's not about, it's not about us.
Last grocery haul that I shared with you guys that I was talking about cereal. My kids basically stopped eating cereal. Like, it took forever for them to finish a box. And so I was like, I'm just done. I am not buying any more cereal. You guys can just eat other things. Well, recently, for whatever reason, they decided to go on a cereal kick again, which your girl loves cereal. Like, I could literally eat cereal all day long. I love cereal. I try not to eat it though, because I know it's not good for you. But for whatever reason, the kids just kind of wanted cereal again, and it was on sale. These Reese's Puffs were on sale for buy one, get one 50% off. I think was the sale price of them. So I grabbed 2 of those, which they love. The hubs loves them. I love them, and all the things. So yeah, I don't know what the cereal kick is, but now they are on it and they are loving it. They kind of go between like a toast and egg breakfast. Sometimes it's cereal. Sometimes it's a Pop-Tart, especially if we're on the go. That is very much a Pop-Tart morning because usually when we're on the go for breakfast, it's usually about 5-6 o'clock in the morning and they are not fully awake. So Pop-Tarts is the best way to go on days like that. But anyway, I don't know if people are wondering or not either, but we do eat produce. we do, other than the potatoes that you saw and the bananas there on the counter, I do buy produce. I have recently started purchasing, though, from our local farmers market, and so I try not to buy the produce at the big box stores anymore and just kind of supporting our local farmer. I'm actually going to start doing that with our meat too. I'm super excited. I found somewhere where I can buy like half a cow, and I'm on the hunt of where I can find a whole pig. So that way we can fill up our freezer, like basically do a meat shopping, if you will. Yeah, I don't know if you guys have ever bought cows and pigs like that before, but back home in Nebraska, like my mom did it all the time. My dad used to do it. You just basically get a hold of the farmer, pay the farmer for when his cow is ready, and then he takes it to the processing plant. The processing plant takes care of everything, the butcher, processor, whatever you want to call it, and then you pick it up. So I kind of struggled finding places down here in Florida, which I'm surprised because we have a lot of farmland around us. I don't know if you guys have ever been to Florida, but I was really surprised to see the farms here. I was also surprised last year when I was homeschooling my oldest. I was also surprised to find out that Florida was the very first place to have cows here in the U.S. So, shocker, especially because we just moved from the beef state, Nebraska, in the Midwest where you usually think of cows and stuff, but I don't know. Anyway, my point being is that I think I'm going to switch over that, support local farmers and go that route. So that way we won't have to buy meat from the grocery stores anymore. And then we'll just basically have everything stocked up and in the freezer for the year. Also, this is the super yummy crockpot meal. I kind of got a little sidetracked there. It is super easy. It's quite literally a 32-ounce bag of home-style potatoes. They're like the country-style potatoes, hash browns. If it's like the little square ones instead of the shredded hash browns. But it's a bag of those, an onion, and then some. I used kielbasa, I think is how you say it. It's a sausage. And then a can of cream of chicken and half a cup of sour cream. However, I did double this recipe. That way I knew I was making this one. Not only is it a practice night, so I like to make things that I can easily transfer. Because practice is about 30 to 40, somewhere around there, 30-ish miles away from the house. So I like to be able to pack it up, transfer it, and crockpot meals make it so easy to do that. But anyway, I did double it so the kids have leftovers for the next day. And you guys, this was so good. But I will say some of the things that I'll change on there, I would cook the onion and sausage on the stovetop before adding it. And then I would probably use a half a cup of milk instead of the half a cup of sour cream. I would substitute milk for the sour cream. I feel like it was just a little bit thick and could use a little bit more liquid to it. Either that or add milk, maybe a quarter cup in addition to the sour cream. Now, you saw me double it here, and instead of using a full cup of sour cream, I used a half a cup of sour cream and a half a cup of milk. I was getting confused with what I was saying. Oh my gosh. A work brain. So anyway, I think I might use a little bit more milk. I would pre-cook the onions and the sausage and get a little bit of a sear on that sausage. And maybe add in a little bit of paprika or something. But otherwise, it was really good. It was a big hit. The kids loved it. Fred loved it. Everybody was like, yes, this is definitely a make again, Mom. So make sure you stay tuned to the very end, and I'll show you what it looks like once it's done cooking. But anyway, it is time to move on to the closet. Now, I really went into this wanting to do just a full declutter. We have been in this house a year. I know what clothes I will and won't wear. I have so many jeans, so many t-shirts, and stuff that I just haven't worn since we've been here. And honestly, I probably won't wear. But again, with keeping it real, I struggled getting rid of stuff. I saw the stuff, and for whatever reason, I have like an emotional attachment to my clothes. I don't know why. I think part of it too is like, oh, but I might just want to wear that again. And, you know, you just never know if you'll need it or want it or whatever. So I was really struggling on getting rid of clothes today. But my goal was to get rid of and declutter things that I really don't wear. And I mean, I did do that. Things that I really didn't think I was ever going to wear again that I was holding on to. So, I don't know, you know, decluttering, we decluttered a lot before we moved here to Florida. And so I brought things with us that I thought that would be used all the time. And most of the stuff is, but some of it I probably could have parted with. And I don't know, I just couldn't.
Girl, you always tend to drive me crazy, looking at me with those eyes, yeah. Put some music on, turn the lights down low, throw the pillows off the bed, blow the candles out, move your body slow. If you got something on your mind, I'ma try to help you let it go. The shirt you gave me, 'cause it reminds me of the times when I was down and you were there to save me, telling me that I'll be fine.
I think part of the reason it's hard for us to get rid of things also is not only some sort of weird emotional attachment to the clothes, but also you spend hard-earned money on that stuff, you know, and it's like, I want to get my money's use out of it, but honestly, it just sits in the drawers and in the closets, but I think it's a money thing. Like, I'm like, man, I spent so much money on that, you know. But I don't know, it's hard. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and move on. My stuff is done. I only got rid of a few pieces, but hey, something is better than nothing. So if that's all you can do, that's all you can do. Whatever works for you and in your decluttering process, whatever works for you. But anyway, we're gonna move on to Fred's drawer. Now, this drawer drives me crazy. When he does his clothes, he just throws everything in there. So when I do his clothes, like I fold his underwear, I fold his shorts, or his pajama pants, and yeah, he does not. So everything was just kind of piled in there and thrown in there, and it was bugging me. So I bought these little like separators off of Amazon. I will have them linked in my storefront for you guys if you're interested. They actually were really nice, sturdy, for their price. I think they were like $12 or maybe $12, something like that, after tax. And they were, again, really sturdy, really easy to use. As you saw, I just stretched them out and pushed the little gray button down. And it worked really well. So it was funny though. Fred came home and was like, "What did you do to my drawer?" Like, I was like, "Now you can see where everything is. It's so organized and so much better to look at." And he's like, "Okay, whatever makes you happy." So, what is that? Happy wife, happy life? I don't know. But anyway, that is gonna be all. See, I got rid of quite a few things. It wasn't just a few, a little bit, but. Anyway, so we're back to the dinner, back to the crockpot meal here, guys. That is what it looks like after being cooked on low for, I think, about 6 hours. So another thing, too, I would probably next time cook it on high for like 3 or 4 hours. The bottom got a little bit overcooked, but again, it was still so good. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it for today's video. I hope everyone stays happy, healthy, and safe, and we will see you in the next one.